everybody. My name is Adewale Adebola. A lot of you know me as Bola's Kitchen. And I'm a host, I'm a cook, I'm a whatever. And today we have here one of the biggest names in Indy, Mr. Odogu. Introduce yourself to the audience.
Well, everybody know me as Chuks the Realtor. Well, my full name is Chukwudi Ikechukwu. Son of the soil.
Son of the soil.
Son of the soil.
Okay,
Yeah.
Hi Chuks.
Hi.
Nice to have you here today. And today, the person organizing this, I always for today, well, apart from myself, is OneBet TV. Shout out to OneBet TV to put this together. I mean, this studio is owned by OneBet TV in one of the biggest halls that we're going to talk about in India right now. So, Mr. Chuks, so I have so many questions we're going to ask today, but I want you to be as free as possible. If you don't want to answer to anything, just give me the middle finger. I was kidding. Just say I don't want to answer, and we'll move on.
Okay.
We'll move on to that. So I know you as Chuks the Realtor, but I mean we know you as a person. I know you as a person as Chuks. So I want you to tell me the difference between Chuks the Realtor and you being a person, Chuks. So I want you to tell me the difference between those two persons.
Okay. Well, first of all, OneBet TV, thank you for having me here. So Chuks is a young Igbo man, an entrepreneur, a husband, a father, and a friend. Chuks the Realtor is the real estate part of Chuks. Yeah, I sell real estate, arguably one of the well-known real estate agents.
Sure.
Who closes deals? Who closes deals in Indiana? Because you can't be a real estate agent without closing deals.
Okay, big ups to you.
Yep. I make deal happen regardless of your situation, regardless of your case or your file. I always go above and beyond. I cut all the red tapes to get you your house. I'm one of the biggest pioneers, believer that real estate is one of the best ways to build wealth in America.
Sure.
Because it worked for me.
Sure.
That's Chuks, and that's Chuks the Realtor.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I want you to talk a little bit about the real estate part. Just give me an insight, because a lot of people don't. A lot of people want to go into real estate, or they want to know about like what you actually do as a real estate person. Like what is it that you do, and how do you actually do it? I mean, I'm not asking you for your secret of wealth, but just give me a little something on how you get your deals done, how you get deals closed, and and if you can say the estimate of deals you think you have closed.
I've been into real estate for about 5 years now. Yeah, and I can't tell you off the top of my head how many transactions I have closed, but I would say well into 200. I have a license in Illinois, and I have license in Indiana, of course. I sell mostly in Indiana because this is my home. And one thing that I would say, people have said that distinguishes me from other real estate agent is there's no tax too high. I bring in down my Igbo mentality, that Igbo vibe.
A working man.
What a deal. Any deal can be closed.
Yes.
So because of that, it's easy for people to kind of relate, and people trust me because they know I'm not just going to leave you halfway. There's a lot of real estate agents that I've heard that, in between the transaction, be like, man, I can't do this. This is hard. Your credit score is too low. And I keep breaking the barriers of what people know as a standard. Like before, when I started real estate, I thought that if you don't have 650, you can buy a house. Then it dropped down to 680. Then it dropped down to 600. Then it dropped down to 580. And then I think that's where most realtors are. But I can close deal as low as 500 credit score. We can do zero down payment program where you don't even have to bring any money to closing. We can do, if you have EAD, I close I-10. People with I-10, I close people without Social Security. I close people in Nigeria who wants to invest in America.
Are you guys listening to this?
Yes,
this is a whole lot of information, right?
Yes.
Please get a pen and paper and write things down, please, because spitting facts now.
Yeah, I am like disrupting the real estate world. I don't sleep. I try to be innovative. I try to project the real estate world to my fellow Africans who migrated here as well, to tell them, hey, it doesn't matter your situation, you can buy. So that's how I've been able to navigate my real estate, career over the years. That's your question?
I mean, yeah, that's beautiful. I mean, the fact that we even have someone who can actually speak, like, I mean, I'm going to commend you for this. You speak amazing. Like, your accent, your English flow, it's amazing.
I think I get that,
I mean, you do sometimes, but I mean, I don't even be saying it, except that you want me to come out. But anyway, so this building is owned by you. This is, I know I said that at the beginning of the show, and we're going to dive into that now. So this is Toscana All, owned by Chuks, Toscana by Chuks on Instagram. Please go follow. So I want to know how you came across or came about Toscana All. And I mean,
Toscana was birthed from the idea, you're Nigerian. Yeah. We celebrate everything.
True.
We have party for no reason.
True.
And I feel like that's a good part of where we're from. And I feel like if you're going to have a party, then the place you have that party matters as well. So this particular building I was supposed to sell. But I'm like, why do I need to sell something I also believe in? Why do I have to always preach to people when I can also be a benefactor of the same, good news I'm giving? So I'm like, you know what? I'm going for this one. I'm not going to sell this one. So I acquired this premises last year. And we started working on it, and by the special grace of God, we completed it and we named it. Now, before we actually came to the name Toscana, for 6 months we were like rubbing heads together, trying to get a name, and I and my wife couldn't get to a name. So I said, you know what? There's a particular business I started in Nigeria as a teenager. And I named it Toscana.
So we want to dive a little bit into that. So what were you doing like in Nigeria back with the name? What was the business?
If I tell you, you won't believe.
You were selling kuli.
No. Yes. Actually, it was a fish farm.
Wow.
It was a fish farm, and it grew from something I started with less than $1 million to about close to 100. Before I left Nigeria.
My head is blown.
Yes.
Blown. That's amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
If you go on my Facebook, like the last page, my pictures, you're gonna see some my fish farm. I also imported hatchery into the fish farm then, and also I had poultry. But I started just with a fish farm.
Okay.
That I named Toscana. So when I and my wife were looking for a name, we couldn't find a name. I'm like, you know what? I did succeed with the name Toscana in Nigeria. How about we borrow that name here? And she agreed with it. And today it's called Toscana. Also, Toscana is not just an event space. It's like a plaza. Okay. Obviously, the studio, Indie One Best Studio is here in Toscana. We have an event upstairs, and we have an Igbo restaurant, coming soon.
Okay, coming soon.
Yeah,
okay.
Igbo restaurant.
It's not yet open, though.
It's going to have. It's not just Igbo restaurant. Okay. It's a restaurant with an Igbo theme.
That Igbo theme. Okay.
That welcomes every African country, every Nigerian, everybody in the world to come and experience, Igbo culture, experience Nigeria, another side of Nigeria. Because I think the Yoruba part of Nigeria has shown to the world.
People,
around this community.
In Indy,
Exactly. So we want to explore, the other side of Nigeria. There's so many. How many languages do we have in Nigeria now?
So many.
This is just one of the languages we have in Nigeria. So that is the idea that gave birth to Toscana.
All right. So Mr. Chuks, so you said Toscana is going to have a restaurant, and like you explained, it's going to be the Igbo team, the Igbo Amaka team.
Yes.
So the Western, I would say the
Eastern.
The Eastern. Okay, so what kind of delicacies should we expect? I mean, because now you said it's going to open soon. So what kind of delicacies should we expect? I mean, is it like the regular the pepper soup? And so what kind of delicacies should we expect from your kitchen?
Well, this is a very good question for my wife because she's going to be managing the kitchen more often. But I think I have a little bit of idea. We are going to be bringing in the southeastern delicacies like the ofoha, the white soup, the fisherman soup, the Calabar delicacy as well. And one good thing is everything is going to be imported from Nigeria. So it's going to be as fresh as possible. Some food you're going to watch them make. Some food you're going to come in and wait and eat it because it has to be served hot and fresh. So we're just trying to bring in that original Igbo, trying to show the world that
more than
egusi and ewedu and there's still more.
Yeah.
Because I have some friends who and this is a good thing, by the way. Hey, I've been to Nigerian restaurant where I ate jollof rice, I ate amala and ewedu, and I'm like, do you know there is more soup to that? Have you heard of edikaiko? They're like, edi what? I'm like, don't worry, you're gonna get it soon. So yeah, that's more of that's the little I can say about the delicacy that we're going to be serving here. So the nkwobi and Ikechuwu, those ones are going to be special. They're going to be here 24/7.
Okay.
So wherever you are, you need Ikechuwu and nkwobi. This is going to be your go-to place.
Okay.
And one other one is point and kill. They are original Igbo point and kill. So you will have the opportunity to be able to point your own fish and they will kill it for you
and get it ready. Okay.
Yep. And this is going to be served with good high life music. Good high life music that is going to be playing here. So when you are, sipping that pepper soup, eating that fish, you'll be hearing gonna listen to that Igbo. You know as they go now. This will be the perfect spot to bring your babe, your first date. You want to go?
I love the idea. I do love it. Okay, so I went to a restaurant and the art was beautiful. And then I was like, we need this. Like, as in it was so fresh. I was like, wait, did they just bring this from Nigeria? Because it was hot.
Yes.
It was fresh. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It gave home. It was so, and I was like, bro, we need this in India. We actually need this in India because honestly, I'm a Yoruba girl, but a lot of people don't actually even know that. But I'm tired of egusi, ewedu. I want something different, something new, something I'll watch you make and I'll be like, okay, this is amazing. I mean, I'm not condemning Yoruba food. I love my Yoruba food. But Igbo delicacies, I mean, we have so many food, so much food, from the Eastern world, which is, amazing. So yeah, I'm anticipating the opening of the kitchen. I know the grand opening will be amazing. I mean,
yes.
We're probably going to talk about the date soon. I mean, we're probably going to do another whatever for that. But yeah, that's actually quite beautiful. Yeah. And while we were talking, you kept mentioning my wife. Okay, so I mean, I want to delve into your marriage a little bit. Now, do you want to introduce your wife to us, or do you want, because I sabi your wife? Should I talk about her? Okay, so I wanted to say one or two things. I mean, introduce your wife to us. Since you guys own this, I mean, you both own the property, right? So I want you to talk a little about her or say something about her. I mean, so we know who she is because na Lolo now. So we need to know who your wife is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think my wife needs introduction because if she comes into darkness, there's light. You see us the shine.
Have I told you today is 10-10? You are 10 over 10.
Yeah, but I mean, she's a beautiful person.
Yeah.
I know she's your friend, but inside.
How do you know she's my friend?
I mean, I know she's your friend, but inside the house, she's really a wife, and it's very difficult for you to see young lady who wants to get married and be married. True. I think she's one of the most submissive human, not even a wife, human, and very supportive. If she doesn't know something, she will definitely try to get an answer to support her husband. So that is on the husband and the wife part. And then she's a great cook. I think the best cook, apart from my mom. But
this is a fact. I've actually tasted the food. It was amazing. Amazing.
And I don't know if I told you, one of the reasons why I even considered, having a restaurant was because, every time she posts me eating her food, I'm like, man, I don't want to be a greedy person. I think Indy deserves
share this
more. Make them see the magic. You understand me?
It is amazing.
And she's an amazing mom. I think she's a better mom than a wife. She's a great wife, but sometimes I'm jealous. Yes. But and every of my sources can be, you cannot trace it too far from her. Yes. She actually compliments me. She supports me in her own way, and every way. And you're going to see it more often as we, open this restaurant up. You're going to see more of her and everything.
Shout out to Oge! Hi, Oge! So you said something about starting in Nigeria. So I want to know, because there was this video you posted one day. I said, now don't go with this. I said, no, this is a lie. Because you looked so malnourished. Thank God for your wife that has fed you up to this point. So I wanted you to tell us a little bit about your starting point. Like, how did, all this start? I mean, I want you to tell us about your growth. Because you've gone into, a big businessman. I mean, we don't want to take you out of we can't if we talk about big people or made people who are well made here in the country, we'll talk about you definitely. So I want you to tell us how you started. Like, how was it like growing up? I mean, just a little bit, touch your school, touch your university or whatever, just a little bit into about your life, so people really know like how you started and how you achieved all this.
I have a very humble beginning. Okay. I hope I'm still humble, but very humble beginning. What would I say? Normal, typical Nigerian story now. We came from the gutters. My education was 50-50. Okay. I can still remember being sent home from school. And my dada, I call him Dada. Okay. Yeah, he actually did conductor to pay my school fees, and he couldn't. At a point, he couldn't handle it anymore. I just said, "Daddy, focus on the younger ones," and I basically saw myself through school. Obviously, with the help of some family, friends, most especially Sapi. He's late now, and my my dad's younger sister, and my best friend and my cousin. I love this guy. I can give him one of my kidney. Ebuka. I can't say this without calling Ebuka. Yeah. With all their help, I was able to, get through school. I didn't actually go to a university. I went to a polytechnic.
Okay, so what school did you go to?
IMT, Enugu.
IMT, okay. Okay. Shout out to IMT in Enugu.
Yes. And after school, I came to Lagos. I didn't know what to do. Typical Nigerian story. And my other sister, she got into fish farming. Okay. And I'm like, wait a minute. If you can make, I think their first transaction was about 50,000 naira. I'm like, anything will give you 5,000, if you give you 5 million. So I went into fish farming. I started hashing. I didn't even have money to train fish to table size.
From the beginning.
I started buying. As you go buy fish. You go inject them. You go burn like 500,000 pieces. Yeah. That's how I started, and that's when I named the farm Toscana. And it grew. Yes. So from there, I went to American Embassy, tried my luck as everybody would, and they gave me visa, and I came to America alone. I was here alone. No father, no mother, no brother. All these ones now where you see here now. And paparazzi afterwards. I was just here alone, and I entered the grinding. Started doing DoorDash. That picture you saw me was, I think I was just coming from DoorDash. And my ex at that time told me about dinner, and I went to dinner, and that was it. But it was rough. And after that, I got into real estate with the help of, good people. They mentored me, and I just worked tirelessly. I had no option. I'm the backup. I can't relent. And I kept working, educating myself. It wasn't just about the money for me. It was about educating myself to help people, because I know once I'm able to add value to people's life, in turn, I'm gonna be able to pay my bills. So I mean, that's basically my story. I just grew from time to time.
That's really amazing. I mean, nobody can, like I said, there's nobody in Indy you ask, do you know Chuks? Even if they don't know his face, you know he's, because this man has actually, done a lot. And even if a whole lot of people do not know us together, I know you as a great person. You're an amazing person.
Thank you.
An amazing person. I love your family, and I hope, do better things for ourselves. So to round this up, I'm gonna talk about my experience in Toscana, because about 2 weeks ago, roughly, I celebrated my birthday, and it was nothing short of amazing. First off, the getting of it all was, easy. It was easy peasy, because it was so easy to communicate with you and your wife, okay? To get the all, you guys should go to their DM and book. But I want to say something about the hall. It is beautiful.
Thank you.
I mean, a hall that doesn't need a whole lot of decor is just beautiful on its own. It's spacious. It has your wife was relentlessly, calling, trying to make sure everything was perfect. You were calling, Balashe, you don't do this and I don't carry this. I mean, it was like the help from both of you was not just because you guys are my friends, but because you wanted, the party to go beautifully. And it actually went, I don't know if you guys have actually seen the video of the party, but it was amazing.
It was amazing. I enjoyed it.
I loved it. I thank you for coming. You and your wife both came. We had an amazing time. And I'm a testimony of the Toscana Hall. The hall is beautiful. The space is beautiful. The staircase is amazing. Amazing atmosphere. Amazing people. The owners are beautiful people. So to round this up, I want you to tell us when do you think we're gonna have the opening of the because we know the hall is open, the event center is open.
Yes.
So where do you think we're gonna have the opening? Because this is a plaza. We have so many things that are gonna be going on here.
A lot is going on
here. A lot of things. It's not just the kitchen. It's not just a restaurant. Don't worry. This is gonna be the talk of town. So
you're gonna pop very soon.
Very soon. Just give it a little bit. So I want you to tell me what if you have an estimate, time, date when we're gonna start. Pushing through and then the opening day.
Yeah. One of my mentors taught me about the best time to start something is the beginning of the year.
Word.
So I think we're gonna be ready to rock and roll by January. You're gonna have everything set by then. But also I did want to mention that I want to tell you that the event space has 2 rooms.
Okay.
So when you book this event space, it comes with 2 rooms for you and your guests, or you and your bride, or whatever you want to use. The 2 rooms is up to you, but you have 2 rooms and you have a different entryway. Okay. So you don't come in from the regular way where your guest comes in. They don't have to see you coming. You bash into the hall.
This place is amazing.
You bash into the hall like a boss.
I have a testimony. Don't worry. I have a testimony.
Yes.
It is.
And then he has, ample parking.
Yeah.
We have parking behind. We have parking at the front.
Yeah.
And also the security. We take it upon ourselves to make sure that everybody that comes here gets home safe. So we have security that comes with the hall automatically. Comes with the hall. So and the parking, we have somebody who is directing you on where to park. We have valet parking. If it's something you want to explore, when you're booking the hall, you can, discuss that with, us. We can get that for you. And we're not just, business owners and we found a manager to take care of it. No, we handle the business ourselves. We call you, we own the business. Yeah. Your point of communication will be us. It's going to be nothing less than Chuks the Realtor, Chuks business. It's still the
Toscana
same
by Chuks. Exactly. Toscana by Chuks.
Yeah, this one is not Chuks and Oge.
This is not Chuks and Oge.
So,
but if you want to call for the hall, it's Oge, you call them.
Yes. My wife is in charge of the hall and all of that. And then the actual restaurant will be open in January, but the hall is open now. Okay. So you want to book, make your bookings. And one more thing, Indy Wambe is here and he's a blessing. We love having him around, and he's gonna speak more on this particular thing I'm about to say now. We having so many discounts and so many promotions going on right now.
Discounts and promotions,
Yes. Okay. So if you close on your house with me between now and December, this is very important. Okay. You're going to get a $1,000 voucher. This voucher will allow you to book our hall. Obviously, let's say the hall is $2,000, for example. Not be $2,000. I'm giving you example.
Yeah, an example.
So when you bring in the $1,000 voucher, all you're owing is $1,000. Amazing. And if you don't have event, you can pass this voucher to your loved ones, to your friend, to anybody. Don't sell the voucher. I'm not asking you to sell it. And if you don't feel like you don't have anybody who is going to use the voucher, at the restaurant, when it starts, you can use this voucher to purchase food.
That's amazing.
Do you know how much?
$1,000. Hey, Chuks, $1,000. That is amazing. That is beautiful. Mm-hmm. That is just wow. Business ideas are Now police station I won't go. Wow.
And there's more promotion coming up.
Okay.
With Indy One Bear, he's gonna be the one to tell you, because if you come through Indy One Bear, there's more things coming on along. So it's just, Indy One Bear is gonna be spilling out very soon. I don't want to do that for him.
Yeah.
So, but this is the one coming from our stable. If you buy a house or sell a house with us between now and December, you get $1,000 voucher that you can use towards anything Toscana.
Thank you for coming today, and thank you for being a great guest. I really totally enjoyed myself. And like I said before, the owner of the studio, the host is One Bet TV. It's gonna be part of it's gonna be part of this building. He's part of this building.
Yes.
So a lot of things are gonna come through him, by him, and with him. So we're gonna have our talk with One Bet TV very soon. Well, I appreciate you for coming, and have a blessed day. And it was amazing talking to you. Like I said, my name is Adewale Adebola, and I remain Bola's Kitchen of Indy. Don't worry. All right, thank you, and have an amazing day.